Welcome to the backyard, everyone. What do you think of Nancy's rose trellis? This thing is exploding. Well, what are we doing? Little lantana coming up. You'll notice Nancy's got all kinds of stuff in wire cages. Why is that, you ask? Well, if you hear in the background, you can probably hear some of our feathered friends chirping away. Well, where we come from, originally in the Pacific Northwest, birds were your friend if you were a gardener. Down here in southeast Arizona, birds are the enemy. Now, this is Nancy's garden area, and I am in the process of rearranging these planters. You know, at our age, we don't do too much in-ground growing anymore because, you know, you got to bend over, get down on your hands and knees, so we have shifted to containers. The problem is our feathered friends destroy the garden, literally. I mean, green shoots, gone. Any kind of fruit or vegetable on the plants, gone. You can see this makeshift little cage I built. Just threw it together real quick so she could cover the stuff she's got coming up in this container, keep the birds from destroying it. So the plan is we're going to build a screen house. You know, you're familiar with greenhouses. This is going to be a screen house with the primary purpose of keeping the birds out, but still having a provision to let bees in for pollination. Now, originally this area here was partitioned. There was a steel frame here with a wooden fence, and which I have taken out. There was also, you can see I don't know if you can see these or not, a couple holes in the concrete slab here. There was a clothesline here, and then there was a pool-style fence here with a gate. And I think the previous owners of this place, kept a dog back here. Well, this is all going to get transformed into a screen house. This disheveled shelf arrangement is moving. I am going to put a rainwater collection tank here to capture water off this area of the roof of the garage. We get some really hellacious rainstorms during monsoon season, and it all just washes off the roof and onto the ground. We're going to capture some of that. And I have that tank over here. I just unloaded it. It's a 420-gallon poly tank, about a 1/4 inch thick. Has provisions for an overflow and valves at the bottom for spigot. And so yeah, that's going to go on that corner I just showed you. We're going to capture rainwater, and then we'll use that for watering the backyard. Of course, you know, in southeast Arizona, water's kind of a big deal. So rather than pump it out of the ground with my well, if I can capture some rainwater and utilize that, that's what we're going to do. Well, now, in keeping with the theme of the channel, I'm going to be using scrap material for the most part to build this screen house. Let me show you what I mean. Isn't this just lovely? You go from the nice backyard to Matt's portion of the property, where it's a junkyard. Anyway, I was given just gobs and gobs of this old galvanized water pipe. This will serve as the upright supports for the screen house. And then, see that beautiful piece of channel iron there? Well, a buddy in the tractor club, Power from the Past, gave me a bunch more. Just beautiful scrap. Now, obviously, I got some cleanup to do. Got some old rotten wood that's got to come off and some brackets and things like that. These will serve as the purlins that will attach horizontally to the pipe. Once I get the pipe cemented in place upright, and then these will attach horizontally to provide the framework for the screen house. And then we're going to enclose the whole thing with tight mesh woven wire type of fencing wire. But then we wanted kind of a decorative look, not just, wire fence to look at. So, check this out. There's a fab shop in Tucson that manufactures custom suspension parts for Ford F-Series trucks. And they've got a CAD/CAM system, and what they do, they take 4x8 sheets of steel. In this case, this is 1/4 inch. They laser cut the shapes they're looking for, or they design to make their parts out of, and then this is what's left over. They offer this to the public for sale. They run a continuous ad on Craigslist. And no two sheets are alike. So Nancy and I went to Tucson yesterday to get that water tank, and then we stopped by that fab shop, and they were very accommodating. They came out, a young guy, and let Nancy pick through the pile to get the shapes she wanted. So after we get the wire mesh wrapped around and over the top of the structural frame of the screen house, we're going to finish the outside with these panels. And I may have to do a little patchwork quilting and some slicing and dicing, but we're going to use these to finish the outside. We're not sure yet if we're going to do a natural patina or if we're going to paint. I got all that rusty pipe out there for the uprights. I'm definitely going to have to wire wheel. And then, although that channel iron with orange paint on it, I'm definitely going to have to wire wheel. So we're going to think about how we're going to finish coat this or let it patina. I'm thinking we'll probably put some kind of a finish coat on it because we got 3 different types of metal with 3 different types of finishes on them now. They're going to patina at different rates and different colors. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's the big capital improvement project for the place this summer. Nancy's screen house to protect her garden. Now, the plan is, like today it's going to be 94 degrees. So I will be working on this early mornings and in the evenings. During the day, I will be back out in the shop where I've got my cooling system, where I'll continue to work on the normal projects you guys are used to seeing on the channel. So this screen house will be kind of a long-term project over several months, working on it in the mornings and evenings. Then I'll continue, in the shop doing what I normally do. And so yeah, there you go. There's an update. Welcome to the yard. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. We'll see you on the next one.